So we've gotten a lot of pushback recently, I'd say within the last 2 weeks, about this piece of the process. Why do we give tenants 30 days to move in? I want a tenant in there now. I want a tenant in there, a week from today at the most. Obviously, when a client comes to us with a property, one of the questions we ultimately receive is, how do you do your leasing? Sometimes it's just about advertising and showing and lock boxes and, stuff like that. But I think the part of the process that doesn't get the attention that it deserves is what happens after you approve an applicant to live at your rental property. There's a lot of steps in there that not only the owner or the property manager need to do, but also things that the tenant needs to take care of. And one of those things that any good tenant is going to have to do is give their current landlord a notice to vacate. Now, every single landlord out there who's been in the business for a week knows that there's some kind of notice required to terminate a lease. And the normal length of time for that is 30 days. So a good tenant is going to give their current landlord 30 days notice, and that tenant is going to be liable for rent for 30 more days to their current landlord. So think about that for a minute. Think about all the tenants and all the leases that you've written as an owner or a property manager. When a tenant goes to move out, what's the first thing you tell them? Need 30 days notice, and rent's due until you move out, right? We respect that, and we consider that part of the screening process, quite frankly. If a tenant comes to us and they give 30 days notice, then we feel more comfortable that they're going to give us the same respect when they move out of our property. When you start leasing to people who need to move yesterday, or I'm getting, I need to move out this weekend, there's a lot of red flags that come up. Every time somebody tells me that, I ask myself, why do they have to move this weekend? Are they getting evicted? Maybe. Are they trying to avoid court? Maybe. Do they just not care about paying rent to their landlord? Maybe. There's a lot of unknowns that come along with a tenant who's ready to move in right now. It's a higher risk to accept someone who can move in quickly than it is to accept someone who's given 30 days notice and wants to move in 30 days. This is part of our leasing process. When we approve a tenant and they pay a deposit to hold a unit, we give them 30 days from the date they pay the deposit. So it could be a month before someone moves in after they've been approved. We have a lot of success leasing for our clients, and for the most part, we don't get complaints about this, but every once in a while, it does come up. So I just wanted to make it clear that this is our process and this is how we lease our units. If you have questions about this process, or maybe a question that I have not addressed here about the leasing process, please fill out our contact form or give us a call. We are always happy to talk to people. Have a great day.